Well, hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Kovac Enterprises. As you can see, we're moving right along with the Black Widow. Basically, we went ahead and took care of all the sub-assemblies first. And once they were all dry fitted and familiarized with how they went together. And while I was doing the sub-assembly work, I noticed a couple of issues per the instructions that I came across. Especially the first one came across in step number 2 when we were going ahead and assembling the arms. Just to note, we'll kind of bring that in here. So basically what's going on with this is that we have basically the gauntlets is what we're kind of targeting in on for the right and left arm. The arms themselves have a little slot near the end of the wrist here, and of course the gauntlets themselves have a groove, so it can only fit one way. Now the way the instructions are reading, the left gauntlet is part number 19 and the right gauntlet is number 18, and then of course we have our left hand and our right hand accordingly. When I initially dry fitted the gauntlets in per the instructions and then fitted the hands together, the hands were in the wrong position in relationship to the cover art. So after contemplating what to do with that, a little light bulb went in my head and said, well, let's try switching the gauntlets and see if that works. So of course 19 became item number 18, and of course then 18 became item number 19. We switched them around, and then once we put the hands back in place, they were actually in the correct position. So just to kind of FYI for you guys who haven't built this kit yet, if you come across this situation, it's pretty easy. We're just switching out the gauntlets in relationship to the instructions. The second issue I had, of course, was her boots. And basically her boots, again, the part numbers were wrong. It's saying to go ahead and cement part number 6 and 4 for the right and boot for the outer and inner half. But when you try doing that, number 4 is facing the opposite direction of number 6, so that's got to be wrong. So I found out that over here number 5 is supposed to go over to number 6, so we got 6 and 5, and then 4 goes over to 7 part number, so 7 and 4 are together. So pretty easy fix, so just kind of be aware of that as well. So those are the only two issues I had basically when I was putting the sub-assemblies together per the instructions. And of course, while the sub-assemblies were glued together, I went ahead at that time to go ahead and file and sand for the prep work, get all the seams out of the way. I also used the Vallejo plastic putty for any gaps that were associated with the sub-assemblies themselves. And then once that was all satisfied, we went ahead and put it together. So we have a complete figure now of the Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, and she's sitting on her base right now. I haven't glued it yet, but we went ahead then and we went to the next step as far as priming her using my Pache airbrush. And I chose this color right here, the Craftsmart gray acrylic paint, and we just, of course, again thinned it down with some windshield washer, and we did several light coats of primer on her to what you see here now in front of her. So she's ready for some detail paint. So until next episode, we will get into that. So this is where we're at. So until then, everybody have a good day, and we will catch you on the next segment. Have a good day, and bye.